Greetings, weary and wounded. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld Lycan Legion, episode 44, Room for the Medicus. The pews are now made, so I'm going to wait till sunrise in order to kick off Saturnalia. A kitchen triclinium for slaves? Sure. Build slave dining is totally appropriate. And I'll give you, how about, 1 more minute to suggest things, suggest goals. So the vote timer is really a suggestion timer. So if you have any suggestions that you want me to add to the polls, feel free to drop them in now. Your restaurant has earned $11 today. Woohoo! That's a incalculable increase from yesterday's 0. I mean, it's calculable, it's $11, but I mean by percentage. Don't worry, my math is not that bad. I understand the number 11. Hess and Joker, thank you for the resubs. A panic cave next to the corpse pond? Yeah. Well, so, about that. I do think it's a really good idea to have, like, if I wasn't role-playing, to have areas like panic bunkers. But because of the roleplay, I don't think I'm going to. Simply because it just doesn't make sense in terms of roleplay. In the future, when we have the outer guard walls, we can have a lot of gates into the city. When we have the final version of the walls, and then like multiple ways in and out of the inner and middle cities. So in the long run, it's going to be far less of a problem. But in the short term, I don't want to have something that just looks goofy, like RimWorld meta goofy, because it just doesn't fit. Would each gate have a guard? Likely, yeah. Or at least patrols. The outer walls would be definitely guarded. And it's one of the challenges of having a big city, is you don't have a lot of response time. Because if a raid shows up and you have your outer walls next to the raid, they're already attacking your walls before you're, ready to defend. So. Okay. A steel spatha and a pilla. And I got a perfect hospitality score, and they are leaving. Okay. Well, the Ambrosia Room saw its first guests, and it was good. I'm proud of it. Oh, the Thrumbo is leaving. Horse, you're a guest. Tokus and Mila, hop on the scorpion turrets. I want to shoot at it as it leaves. So I mentioned this a lot, but once the Thrumbo is scheduled to leave, it doesn't try to attack you. So if you can catch Thrumbo as they're exiting your map tile, they just exit. They don't fight back. So jumping in the scorpion turrets like this ensures that I get essentially a free kill. If we could finish it. It's last volley. Come on, guys. Nope. Scipia, Bebo, Elba, Ray. Yeah. Let's chase it down. I think it's bleeding and slow enough that it's not going to make it out. But I want to guarantee that. In fact, Mila, go for it. Blades out. Just to slow it down. It will fight back if you try to melee it. It just doesn't fight back if you're trying to range it. And as you can see, it immediately goes back to trying to exit the map tile. So Milo was just buying time. And it's down it goes. We have a lot of meat, don't we? Oh my god. Why did we kill bison? When did the bison die? Elba shot a bison? Oh, that must have been a while ago. I don't recall killing bison recently. Mostly because they fight back, and I know better. All right. Here we go. Next goal. 5 minutes to vote on that. And we are going to kick off the Saturnalia now. Oh, the speech is over and the party has begun. Not even everyone is in attendance yet. The senators, like, showed up super late. Looks like a fun party, though. Oh, boy. So, it was 100% quality, and it was terrible. Endured hours of jaw-clenching small talk while waiting for it to end. Rip. Well, that just sucks. And Davis, like, goes straight to playing poker. He's like, oh, the hell with that party. Insufferable party. You bet the senators made the party super awkward? I wonder, let's look. Spoke badly of Zille. Chatted about favorite haircuts. A word about friendly tailors, which would be Elba, I guess. Learned about roulette. All right, let's see what Zille did. Chatted about board games. Learned about fashion. Said something about fashion to Lilliport. Wow, you're trying to speak about fashion to a slave. Oh, yikes. Probably like, hey, you're not dressed scantily enough. Davis said a word about learning roulette. I wonder if he's talking about Russian roulette. He's like, I don't like you. Let's play a game where I get to shoot you in the head. Yeah, that's my headcanon right now. Just like, Davis was like, haha, if an arrow was to find your eyeball, I would be so undisappointed. Cheers. Togus, you don't need to work there. I'm going to try to micromanage it so that I only have the ambrosia room open when guests are here, because otherwise he's standing there for literally no chance of anyone showing up, so that's kind of pointless. Bebo, you are doing a lot of doctoring. Is it helping? Not yet. A lot of this meat is going to thaw out pretty soon, but I have more meat than I have vegetables. So I am not sure I want to make it in a pemmican, because then we won't be able to make normal meals. I do have a lot of corn growing, but, you know, it's going to be a minute before it's harvestable. I think I'll call this poll 1 minute early and start working on a medical center. So there's a few different spots that I would consider placing it. One would be here. Now, if you're worried about the ground, the mud, it's not a problem because we have advanced bridge making now from past research projects. So we have heavy bridges and deep water bridges. So we could bridge this up with, like, let's say granite, no problem, right? So the medical center 1 could be around here. So this is going to be Roman numeral 1. Roman numeral 2. I could have the medical center near where the Pantheon is. It would probably be a little morose to keep it next to a cemetery. Building a formal burial ground might be wise in the future. I think, if I'm not mistaken, that in ancient Rome they had their cemeteries along the side of roads. So moving the cemetery so that it's like something to pass by as people enter the middle city, the outer city to the middle city or something like that might make sense. But this is option number 2. Let's see. Option number 3. Maybe I could have it be way the heck back here. This is where the founders' domuses are. And then I can just say somewhere else if you hate these 3 options. Where to build the Medicus. There's your options. Feel free to vote. So, medicus is just like Latin for physician. I'm sure in ancient Rome there was like a proper term for it, but I am not an ancient Roman historian, so medicus is the best you're going to get out of me. They would bury people along the roads. It was easy for family to visit. The richer you were, the closer your tomb was to the city. Yeah, we could even mimic that. To have, well, I don't have any dead founders. But to have dead citizens, dead guests, dead slaves, something like that. Mimicking sort of ancient Roman traditions. Because these guys here weren't actual citizens. They were trade caravaneers that died, and then we have one dead slave. Because Del Pierre thought he was a doctor. And he's not. He is not at all. He just has a passion. And that passion got someone killed. So Davis. You know, I could have Darius try to counsel Davis. It'd probably be best to wait when he's not in dire Lycan form. Because, you know, of penalties. A mad raccoon. Oh, we don't have a gate guard. Tranlary, don't worry. You're on it, right? Wait, where is this raccoon going? Silly. Splat. Oh, you're pouring one out from your homie? What are you, part raccoon? I think it's safe to say you guys want the Medicus built somewhere around here. So I kind of like the idea of the Medicus being built near the entryway of the city, so that people can arrive in our city to seek medical care. The other thing I would like to do is I would like to incorporate wild-grown hill root around the Medicus as well. Because there's rich, fertile soil here, and I think that would look nice. So, the first thing we need to do is to bridge it up. So I'm going to do... Oh, it's not deep water. It's regular water bridge. I am going to granite up where it physically is, and then try to figure out like a decent structure for it. What I could do is to have this act as like a walkway around a recovery garden or something. Oh, pet the dogs. I was like, what was that noise? Yeah, I think I like that idea. So we're starting with the floor, and then once the mud is all tiled up, I'll continue with the walls. And yes, near the roads does mean easier access to food, and people won't have to traverse as far. There's other advantages to the physical location as well. Exactly. You're reading my mind. Making sure that our buddies are getting tended, and they are, like, somewhat. I haven't really seen Tranlamry visit her husband, but, you know, he's okay. Now, if we do the roadside burial grounds, it's going to be a little weird that we'll have a cemetery, like, here where they're being buried, but whatever. It's not my problem. You need medical treatment? Let's give you the best. Oh, you have a 100% chance to romance Foen? Yeah, don't do that. That would be a terrible misclick. That would be so scandalous. So they're about half recovered of muscle parasites. Got worms and muscle parasites. Take a long time to recover from. I'm gonna reduce the amount of like desserts and bakes we make until I start seeing more guests, because it doesn't really make sense to prepare a bunch of food that goes to waste. That was some weird pathing. Instead of taking the road, you cut through the barn, the paddock. Well, whatever. To each their own. So now that you've had time for this design, this new triclinium to sink in, how do you feel about it? Is it good? I think the chairs could maybe be... Well, no, here's the thing. I don't think it's right to make them artificially purple, as it cheapens the value of Tyrian fabric. I was considering dyeing them purple, but it would be faux purple. It would be wrong, because we have to work so hard for the proper fabric. So yeah, in hindsight, I won't do that. All right, let's see if we can't make this facility attractive. I think I'm going to have it be a full wall there. Yeah, something like that. We'll put two bronze columns. It'll look a little different. And two bronze fences here. We'll put our little ghost doors. And our ghost walls. And then back here... I wonder how much more bronze I have. We'll have to wait till that's built. But back here, maybe have it be... Some sort of fenced path. I don't love the way this looks yet. But I think what I'll do is I'll wait. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. I'll wait for the, all the floors to be put in. I do plan on, making a lot more sculptures for this colony. There was a specific senator that I was hoping to get before we really sculpted the hell out of it, which was... which one was it? I think it's Central Republic. This one. Marin Gasse. Beauty of all sculptures and art pieces are multiplied. But I think it might be unreasonable to, like, build an entire another villa just to have a good senator sculptor. So, yeah, at some point, like, city beautification can be a goal, a potential goal offered. It's not unreasonable. Rat self-tamed. Yeah, I think not. I think that's just having an infestation of rodents. That'll work. And then all we need is one of those invisible ghost doors here, and this is an enclosed medicus. With, like, a random squirrel stuck inside. That looks very similar to wood. But I like the accent colors. So then this zone here is going to be for heal root. I'm not maybe going to utilize the entire area. Just some of it. Let's plant heal root here. Medicus heal root. Go on, Ray. Yeah, there you go. just keep firing. Just keep firing. Okay. The beds. Let's move them out of where the citizen lodging is, because it doesn't make sense to leave them in there. And then we're also going to want a shelf of medicine in here as well. And probably keep it well illuminated, as it's important to have good illumination when you're doing surgeries. So this will be a critically important heal root, or herbal med shelf. And let's cap it at like 25, no, 75 meds. That would be the full shelf, so I don't need to cap it. Oh, and apparently it's warm enough to start sewing. Good. I don't really like that. Let's undo that. A sink, maybe? I think that would be a good idea. So, hygiene. Let's include a bronze basin sink. And a bronze water tub? I don't have enough bronze. So a iron water tub. Water tub's a little weird. But it will look like it fits in the area, which is why I'm including it, rather than like a bathtub. This is mostly for the aesthetics. Too bad I don't have the royalty. Maybe I can fudge it. Let's see if I can't like fake it. If I go to furniture, wouldn't be exotic. Trying to figure out how to put like some light illumination there. That wouldn't look cheesy, because just like a torch on the ground looks a bit bleh. And there's all these effects. I mean, fake dark fire would be a little weird. I wonder what that would even look like. Yeah, let's not. I don't know if any of these effects actually are illuminating, though. So yeah, maybe I can't. Maybe it just has to be a torch. That's okay. Whatever. Put a torch there. 2 regular chairs for symmetry? I mean, if you care about symmetry, I guess I could have regular chairs. I mean, I could have 3 for that matter. Something feels more comfortable with a couch. Oh, I'm gonna lean into the whole couch comfort. If I'm sick, I don't want to... Armchairs you can't just, like, fall into. You know? I feel like this is the type of hospital that would treat, like, tuberculosis and not whatever diseases the Romans were facing. But whatever. A jade meteorite. And we had a silver one. We might as well mine those up. I've been meaning to expand our plumbing because we very regularly have septic blockages because, you know, our city handles a lot of poo. We haven't gotten around to that. But I did, this case, make Del Pierre do it, because, you know, it's his job. Alright, I would say the Medicus is almost done. So this is only going to be for colonists and guests. Actually, I'm going to do it for... No, I could allow guests in there. That's probably fine. Okay. There's our hospital. Not particularly clean. Is that because the iron water tub carries a negative value? It does. Sorry, iron tub. You are going outside. Or, I do have this for outside. I'll put an iron tub over there. Gotta be careful about those negative values. Sneak up on you. Make your people sick. Alright, it's slightly dirty. And that's actually physical dirt there. Physical filth. I think the other thing I'd like to do to pair with this is just to continue the the actual granite road. So although it wasn't pulled on, the hospital needs a road. So I'm going to be building said road. You're happy to see the road extended? Yeah. Yeah. And it probably also wants a, like a marble curb here. There'll be an accent that looks nice. Wow, you are starving? Why? Okay. There are some problems here. So, gourmet grill, there's plenty of. Fowen, do you want to get executed? Legit question. Because, I know you're sick, but you can't starve senators. It doesn't work like that. So Tokus is filling in so that Fowen doesn't get executed. Because Fowen has muscle parasites and has not been doing his job. Turtle, thank you for the resub. You're going to hear a lot of the meat rot now that it's warming up. It might just be the case that we need an extra set of hands in the Senator Villa. Question. Should I dedicate another slave to the West Republic Villa? There's other things I could do. As I mentioned, I could have a delivery shelf for their meals to be hauled closer by anyone. That would be a reasonable alternative solution. Where the cook puts them here and then someone can bring it from there to here. And then Fowen or whoever is managing the village just brings it in from outside. Totally reasonable. So if you vote no, I can have that as be an alternative. In fact, how about I do that? Yes, no, or build methods for the slave to manage the villa easier. Yeah. Should have included that as an option from the get-go. I like our little Medicus. One thing I should have done when I was redoing the triclinium is to make it not so dark. Oh, Maxis is also starving. Scipia, just wake up a little bit. I don't think anyone's manning the gate right now, but Tranlamory, I can have you go out there. We have a quest of Outlaw Camp. Tiger Bomb. What a name. It's actually pretty high rewards to kill Neanderthals. I wonder how far it is. I don't think it will tell me unless I accept it. I can have y'all vote on that soon too. Yeah, my mind immediately went to Tiger Balm. Like the icy hot alternative, not Tiger Bomb, but no, it's Tiger Bomb. Oh yeah, that looks nicer. Putting torches in the triclinium, so it's not so gloomy in there. We're exposing all our plumbing. Oh no. Which is weird, because It exposed some of the plumbing, but like magically not all of it. Because there's plumbing here that just is, I don't know. I don't know what's going on there, but whatever. If we have all of our meat rotting, might be wise to get ahead of the rot and hunt a few boar, because soon that meat will all go bye-bye. So this here, this shelf, is critical, but not for anything. These are critical, but for desserts and grills. So I can put this as for gourmet grills and gourmet desserts. The only issue, however, with putting gourmet grills in this spot is they will get cold quickly because it's not a heated area. So I actually don't think that's a good idea. I think I actually need a delivery room that is heated. Because if, and I would say, yeah, this poll is over. I think I need a delivery room that is heated. I could have them just delivered in here, like this be allowable, but I don't actually want to increase the traffic inside the villa, right? Like, the intention was to have it be less trafficked. So, I'll probably need to construct some solution in order to satisfy the easier management for senators. Yeah, like a little delivery nook here or something like that. Or even, I would say, delivery out here. Don't even go in the gates of the villa. That would make the most sense. And then all Fowen has to do is carry it from here to there, which is far easier than him zigzagging across the colony over and over and over for meals. So the medical center is, let's say it's done. I'm going to briefly take the project of support the West Republic Villa better, but I'll take on new projects. So here is the list. Influence a new senator, better guest quarters, better crafter district, better citizen domus, improve the defenses, guest sauna, slave dining, or a coliseum for slave combat. Trent Landry, I need you in the quarry, bud. We need to quarry up a sizable amount of granite to get this done. And I'm falling behind. Sashi, thank you for the resub. Cheers, dude. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld Lycan Legion, which originally streamed live on Twitch October 27th. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you would like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching, and a special thank you to my Patreon patrons, Twitch subscribers, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow legionnaires.